Today we're doing two math pages, 123 and 124, and 125, 126. Proverbs 18:9. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. Okay, we're looking at class practice on 123. It says to circle the improper fractions. Remember, whenever there's a bigger number on top, or if it's the same, it needs to be circled. 3/4. That one doesn't need to be circled because it's a smaller number on top. Same with 2/3. 6/5, we do need to circle that. 4/9, we don't need to do. 3/8, we don't need to do. 11/8, we do need to do. 5/3, we do need to do. And 2/9, we don't need to do anything to that. Number 2 says to complete this number line, use improper fractions. And what they've done is they've gone from 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, and now we are using improper fractions. Next one should be 5/4, then 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. Number 3 says to change to mixed or whole numbers. And so what we're doing here is we're taking the bottom number and dividing it into the top number. We're saying 5 goes into 8 how many times? 5 goes into 8 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. We're going to subtract. We get 3. Instead of writing remainder 3, we're going to put 1 and 3/5. I kind of ran out of room, but you can do it. 1 and 3/5. The next one. How many times does 2 go into 4? 2 goes into 4 two times, and that's your answer. There's no remainder, so there's no fraction there. Next one. 4 goes into 9. How many times? Goes in 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract and we get 1. And so it's 2 and 1/4. I put the 1 on top. Put the 4 on the bottom. D. 4 goes into 6. 1 time. 4 times 1 is 4. We subtract and you get 2. And so it's 1 and 2/4. That one, I want you to reduce it. Think about what goes into both 2 and 4. And I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to put it up top, but hopefully you can fit it. 1 and 2/4 can be reduced to, well, 2 goes into both 2 and 4. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 4 two times. And the reduced answer would be 1 and 1/2. E, 5 goes into 10 two times. I'll let you just write 2 and circle it. F, 6 goes into 8 one time. I'm going to erase some of that old problem so that's out of our way here. 6 times 1 is 6. We subtract and we get 2. So it's 1 and 2/6. Now that can be reduced also. What goes into both 2 and 6? What's your GCF for 2 and 6? It'd be 2. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So your reduced answer is 1 and 1/3. 1 and 1/3. Okay, G, 10 goes into 12. One time. We subtract and we get 2. So we get 1 and 2. Oops. We get 1 and 2 over 10. Now that can be reduced. What goes into both 2 and 10? 2 does. 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. So our reduced answer is 1 and 1/5. 1 and 1/5. And H is really easy. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So 3 is our answer. Okay, let's move on. You're going to do the rest of 123 and 124 on your own. I'm looking now at 125. And we're doing the same thing, changing these improper fractions to mixed or whole numbers. So 4 goes into 7 one time, with 3 over the 4 left over. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 4 goes into 8 2 times. 5 goes into 9 one time, with 4 over 5 left over. 6 goes into 10 one time, with 4 over 6 left over. That can be reduced. I'm going to rewrite so I got better space here. We have 1 and 4 over 6. What goes into both 4 and 6? 2 does. 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So our answer is 1 and 2/3. 1 and 2/3. F, 4 goes into 12 3 times. G, 5 goes into 15 3 times. H, 8 goes into 14 one time. We have 6 remaining, so 6 over 8, and that can be reduced. What goes into both 6 and 8? 2 does. 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So we get an answer of 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4. I'm going to make you do 2 on your own. Let's go ahead and jump down to 3. 3 says to multiply, and below are 2 examples of shortcuts that can be used for zeros in the second factor. So let's go ahead and, they've done A and B and exampled something to us. I want to start on C and show you what they've done. So we'll do C. We're going to start with our spray, going 3 times 1, 3 times 3, and then 3 times 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 6 is 18. So I have 1, 8, 9, 3. Now it's time to do my tens place. But the tens place, if I do 0 times each number, if I do a spray, I'm just going to get 0. So we can kind of skip that step and move on to our hundreds place. So I need to add another 0 if I'm doing my hundreds place. And they've done the same thing over here. Instead of zeros, they just have spaces. So we have our 2 zeros, and now we'll do our 4 times 1, 4 times 3, and then 4 times 6 for our partial product. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 more would be 25. And now we can add up our numbers. 3 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 4 is 12, so we put a 2 and carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 more would be 4, 5, and 2. We throw in our comma and circle our answer. 254,293. I'm going to erase a little so I have room for the next one. Okay, the first step is 0 times everything. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do 0 times 1, 0 times 3, 0 times 9, because we just get 0. So we can start on our tens place and do the spray. And if we're starting on our tens, we need to start with 1, 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, carry a 1. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 1 more would be 37. I'm going to erase my 1 at the top there. And now we'll do our hundreds place, which means we need 2 zeros. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. I put an 8 and I carry the 1. 6 times 9 is 54, plus 1 more would be 55. And now we can add up our numbers. 0, 4, 8, 15. So I put a 5 and carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9, and a 5. Put in my comma. And our answer is going to be 595,840. 595,840. I'm going to erase a little so I have room for the next one. Okay, I'm going to do the spray at our ones place. 6 times 4, 6 times 3, and 6 times 2. 6 times 4 is 24, so I put a 4, carry a 2. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 more would be 20. And 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. I'm now going to erase the numbers that we wrote on top in carrying. And now we're not going to do the 0 spray, the tens place, because it's just 0 times everything, which would just give us 0. We're going to skip to the hundreds place, which would mean we need to put 2 zeros down for the hundreds place and do our spray of 3 times 4, 3 times 3, and then 3 times 2. 3 times 4 is 12, so I put a 2 and carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more would be 10, so I put a 0 and carry a 1. 3 times 2 would be 6, plus 1 more would be 7. Now we can add up our numbers. 4, 0, 6, 1, 7. Put a comma. We get 71,604. 71,604. Okay, we're now going to look at number 7, and it's telling us to write the missing terms. I'm going to make it really easy for you. I'm going to put them in, and you just fill them in too. 24 divided by 3 is 8, and 8 times 3 is 24. B, 8 divided by 2 is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18. Go ahead and do the rest on your own. Stay strong, guys. You can do it. Stay strong. There's some freebies right there. You guys are so smart. I believe in you. You can do it.